YouTube, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hobbits. Finally back outside because the weather finally turned, hopefully for the better, here in Denmark. We were really starting to have fall type of weather with a lot of rain, and it was very windy. But today the sun is out and it's nice and warm, so that's nice. Today's beer is going to be a beer from a brewery I've never had any beer from. It's going to be from Hair of the Dog. It's Hair of the Dog Rose. This is actually a retired beer, and it's not been brewed since 2005, and this is from 2005. Thing about Hair of the Dog, we actually used to get it in Denmark because there was a Danish import company called the Danish Beer House. They imported both Hair of the Dog, Ballast Point, Great Divide, Green Flash, Moylan's, Omegang, and Judicial from Canada. And they closed down back in last year, I think, yeah, which really sucks. It was because the prices of Great Divide beers had risen, so they couldn't afford to import it anymore. But quite interested to see how it's holding up, because I've been dying to try Hair of the Dog beer, and hopefully we'll get some again in the future. But it says here, Hair of the Dog Brewing Company produces bottle-conditioned beers which improve with age. We're dedicated to providing the beer lover with new and unusual beer styles. The sediment you see is normal to the bottle condition process. Pour slowly to allow sediment to remain in the bottle. Here on the other side it says, Rose is named in honor of Portland, Oregon. By the way, the brewery is from Portland, Oregon, which is known as the Rose City. In this beer I use hibiscus flowers, beets, and pink peppercorns to give this ale a reddish hue and a spicy character. Made with love, reverence, and respect for the great beers of Belgium. Alan Sprint's Brewmaster. It's on 7.5% alcohol, 12 fluid ounces, which is like 33 or 35 centiliters. And yeah, bottle conditions. This is batch number 41, so I'm looking forward to trying this. Still carbonation. Nice. I've heard things that this should be a pretty unusual triple. It's like you either love it or hate it. Let's give it a pour. Quite an unusual color for a triple. A triple is usually not this dark, but whatever. You can experiment, right? Using this goblet I haven't used for a while for the beer. And we didn't get any sediment in there, really. Nice. Yeah, it's almost like a reddish color on this beer. The head isn't that big. It's probably also because I'm not pouring it into a snifter. It's like just a small lace, but probably also because of the age. It is a reddish amber color. You can definitely see where the beets has been used for the coloring, really. Let's check out the aroma. It doesn't look like it has much carbonation anymore. Oh, this doesn't really remind me of a triple by checking out the aroma at all. It smells, it's quite weird, it's strange. It smells spicy. Really peppery, actually. And I immediately smell it's like a floral note, but it's not there as much, and then some alcohol. Some like big malts in there as well, some like big caramelly malts, which is quite nice actually. This is quite an unusual smelling triple, but doesn't smell bad at all. I like the aroma, but let's dig in and give it a taste. Wow, that is actually quite good. I didn't expect it to be good still. Okay, the body on it, I call it medium. It's got like just a slightly dry mouthfeel. The first thing that hits me is like an acidic type of berry flavor. Sort of like you get in like lambics, but not as sour at all. And then definitely some of that spice. The spice is very subtle in the taste compared to the aroma. It's a slight peppery sensation, and it's also quite floral. This is pretty unusual for a triple. I actually also get some kind of woodiness, which is strange because it isn't aged on wood. But it might be because of the age, because it's from 2005, and it's still holding up. The flavors is really mellowed out. It's actually quite nice. And nicely drinkable for 7.5% beer. You can still taste the alcohol, but it's very well harmonized with the beer. And you know, sometimes when you're drinking beer, you want to taste the alcohol, because it is an alcoholic substance you're drinking. It's actually quite nice. And that's the woodiness that is like old dusty wood, right? That's just what it reminds me of, which is quite funny. But this doesn't taste like your usual triple by a long shot. It's quite strange this brew. It's very interesting. Now the brewery was first called Abbey, like in German, Abbey, because it was named after an old German style of beer that doesn't exist anymore, I think. And they only changed the name to Hair of the Dog, and their beer called Adam is actually inspired by the Adam beer style, which doesn't exist anymore, which is quite cool. But yeah, rating wise for the Hair of the Dog Rose, I'm gonna give it an 88. The flavors are mellowed out quite a lot, but it's really smooth. It's really nice and drinkable. And it's definitely worth checking out. If you can get a hold of it, then sure, check it out. But I'm sure it's going to be difficult because it's not been brewed for five years now. So an 88 for the Hair of the Dog Rose. A very unique and different triple. And that's it for this video, guys. Comment on my videos, or this video. Check out my other videos. Subscribe, thumbs up, and I can keep going. And that's it for this beer review, guys. Cheers.